Hello, this is Moroni Prime here yet again with another video review. This review will be over Generation 1 Ironhide and Ratchet. This review will not be like any other review you have ever seen about G1 Ironhide and Ratchet. Ratchet. There is Ironhide. This review is not specifically on the figures themselves as they were released in 1984 and 85, so much as the upgrade kits created by Convoymagnus of TFW2005.com, also known to those on YouTube as Twincast007. These kits are made to order. He has them for sale. What these are upgrade kits that enable the figures to look more Toon accurate as they appeared on the cartoon in the 80s. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, Best Toys already released an upgrade kit with the heads and everything. You just gotta flip the arms upside down and it looks fine. I'm sorry, but when you flip the arms upside down and put the heads on, it looks like a robotic Oompa Loompa. That simply just wasn't good enough for Convoymagnus, so he went a step further, making his own heads as well as extensions for the arms and legs. As I've found, these kits are not compatible with the base that would otherwise be an optional configuration for Ironhide and Ratchet as they are originally. So let's go ahead and get started. We're separating the arms and legs out. This is a little storage configuration that I have had them in. You'll notice here on the legs, first off, that there are a slit down the one side. That is the reverse for the opposite leg. These are to allow for the bumper of the vehicle, which is on the side of the foot, to slide down in. Same goes for the arm extensions up here. You'll see the same slit there. Also of note is a rounded out section on the inner arm here. This is to allow for articulation. Not that you would want to articulate it much because the hinge is still in its present place on the figure. So all you would do is take the shoulder and put it around by the middle of his back or something. I'm not sure you necessarily want to do that. They might show up better on the Ironhide parts here, but it's basically the same exact mold. There is a subtle difference though here in the molding of the head. I like how he paid attention to the detail on here. Notice the base head itself is of the same mold. However, there is slight differences. In this one has the head crest that has been molded onto the base mold, whereas this one has more of the mohawk. Now the faces are painted as silver. I'm not sure what paint he used, but it is a fairly decent paint for like a G1 figure, like you would see on I don't know, Mirage or Jazz or something like that. I don't see any brush strokes or anything. It looks pretty well done. I can see a little bit of what appears to be a brush stroke here and there on the Ratchet crest, so I can tell that these are hand painted. But that makes these that much better because it shows that they are made individually by hand, which kind of makes you appreciate them just that much more. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We'll take off the base sections from the figures since we've already established that they don't work with these kits, at least not as I've found yet. Transformation for Ratchet is pretty simplistic, as we already know. Take the gun out, fold the arms down, flip them around, turn the hands, and flip the feet up, and there's Ratchet, as he was for the past 25 or so years. And there's the infamous little face sticker. I still stand by my claim that this sticker was the inspiration for the 2007 Michael Bay version of Ironhide and Ratchet's faces. You just have to take it with a grain of salt and pay attention to the facial details, but I thought that was kind of a nice homage there that they did. One thing that is a major difference between this kit and the Best Toys kits, the Best Toys kits, when the heads attach, as they are made in such a way where they will destroy the sticker. These kits here leave the sticker intact, so you will not have to worry about destroying your vintage stickers with Convoymagnus' kit. So let's go ahead and get started. One thing you need to do first is you take the feet and you pivot them down to their position as if they were in vehicle mode. And as I established already, the bumper will stick out on the one side, and that needs to fit into the slot here. And it just slides right on. There's no ratchet or click or anything. It's a snug fit. Same goes for the other side. Now I can stand a little taller. Next, we move on to the arms. These here also slide on the same way. Just slide right down. There's nothing locking them in place. No latch or nothing. Same with the other arm. Now that's starting to look a little bit more like Ratchet that we're all familiar with. But there's still one thing missing. That would be the head. Now there's a couple little flaps here. The seat panel, whatever you want to call it, on Ratchet, will fit in between these two here, as this here is the back of the figure. So I'll go ahead and put that on. You can see the way it's angled, it snugly rests on the seat but does not scrape against it. It is a smooth surface and will allow the sticker to exist peacefully. And there you have it. There is Ratchet. Articulation as mentioned. You can rotate your arm, but then your shoulder is going to be down by your butt. So these kits are meant mainly for display. But overall, I think I would prefer these kits over the Best Toys version. Ironhide is the same way. Just slip on the feet here. I mean, I can appreciate Best Toys and their attempt to solve the no head problem. Wasn't completely in vain, but I don't think they really thought things through solidly. One thing you will notice about this kit, though, the heads do not fold down, so you cannot keep them on in robot mode. I'm sorry, in vehicle mode. Not that you would need to necessarily without the arms and legs anyhow. Overall, I give this probably a solid 8.5 out of 10. Really, really well done. I like the way he paid attention to detail on here. The corners are clean cut. I don't see any extra flash from molding or anything. The paint is well done. And they fit tightly on the figures. So it really works out. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 was probably the fact that they're not able to interact, as with a lot of Generation 1 figures, also could not interact with the vehicle mode. One thing I would like to have seen, for instance, would be to have the arms and legs combine into the back half and replace the bases here altogether. But then again, I'm sure for an individual to endeavor on something of that nature would be more expensive than would be worthwhile. So for what it is, it's a wonderful job. Again, this is Convoymagnus on TFW2005.com. He is also known as Twincast007 on YouTube. These sets retail for $40 complete or $25 with just the arms and legs, no head. Hit him up. They're worth the wait. This has been Moroni Prime once again, wasting your time.